So, welcome to the Lighthouse for today's Qigong gathering. So happy as always to have this time with you. Let's use today's practice flow as an intentional time space for taking ourselves underneath our own wings until we feel like we're flying in areas where we're still developing. And that applies, of course, physically, but emotionally, energetically, spiritually, in absolutely every single dimension. And so all of the somatic interventions that occur when we practice Qigong help us to accelerate our energetic Qi so that tender self-carrying of oneself underneath one's own wing can be even more fruitional at an expedited rate. So let's begin with just a little bit of shaking. I'd like to work through the Meridian Qigong family of forms and exercises. So you don't actually have to jump unless you want to, but you can be jumping. If you'd like to build a little bit more heat, you can also kind of shake to one side and pass through center, shake to the other side. You can have the arms move through all kinds of asymmetrical and symmetrical patterns, but just get every molecule in your body moving so that you can get underneath your own wings, right? Just a couple more bobs in this way. Beautiful, and then bring the feet to a little bit wider than the width of the hips. Take the hands out in front of your body, palms of the hands facing down. Lift all 10 toes as you root down through the center of the balls of your feet, and as you root down through the center of the heels, bring the hands down. Now we're going to hinge at the hips and take hold of the ball with the hands, and we're going to circulate the ball in one direction, keeping the knees straight, so still circulating in that same direction, elongating and extending and expanding through the spine, breathing through every pore in the palms of the hands and in the soles of the feet, and then reverse the course of the flow. Hinging with the ball and circulating the ball. I know in my body, and I say this all the time, there's one side where gestures such as this are certainly more available for me than in the other direction. And that's part of what I'm pointing to when I say taking ourselves underneath our own wings until we're flying, until we have harmonization in all of the dimensions. Good. Go ahead and bring the ball hinging practice to a close. Bring your hands either to your hips or back in the vicinity where your kidneys are. Your fingertips can be pointing down, but they can also be pointing up. And then find a lot of space in the ball of the belly. And bring your whole pelvic girdle through a rotation. Girdle, vessel rotations here. So the legs are staying straight. The shoulders are ideally staying really relaxed. This is an incredible set, this meridian set that we're doing today. Really finessing the flourish of the breath. These practices are all about remembering how intrinsically powerful we are. And very oftentimes that has to do with getting out of our own way, and movement helps with that so very much so. Reverse the course of the flow. Girdle, vessel rotations going in the other direction. Now feel how everything on the inside of your inside is experiencing greater space. The center of the joints feel more spacious. Knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, so forth. Ankles too. Everything is feeling more spacious. All of the organs have a greater sense of space inside of the core of your body. Beautiful. Bring your hands down so that your middle fingers are alongside the middle outer line of your thighs. And then waving, a heavenly pillar wave. So really experience yourself as a pillar between earth and sky. Take the wave all the way up from the arches of the feet, through the palate of the mouth, and up and out of the crown of your head. Feel into how you can allow your hands to stay really soft. Taking it through the neck. Feel how the gesture is expressing itself through the eyeballs. Now wave the other way. Again, you're going to have a direction that's going to feel more like home. Work smart, not hard. Work smart as you're in the Qigong flow and as you make a home in the Qigong state of mind. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Take a little bit wider stance so that you can come into, and notice we're just moving right through this like a choreography, moving from one exercise to the next, because they're really in a conversation with each other. There's an intelligence in the continuity. So we're going to do dragon whips its tail with the feet nice and wide, and the heels in and the toes out. We'll do it threefold: lower dantian, middle dantian, and upper dantian. So bring the dragon tail back. Feel the openness of the heart and how that's conveying an openness into the mind. So hands forward. Now rotate the palms to face up. Pull the energy through the tips of the middle fingers, and then relax the head and neck back. Take the hands forward at the level of the lower dantian. Pull it through, really using the tip, the dialing point at the tip of the middle finger. And then one more at the lower dantian, and then back. And then move the hands up so that they're at the level of your middle dantian in the region of your heart center, at the center of the wheel of the body. So forward, palms up, and then pull the chi back. 2, and back. Really bringing as much freedom and flow into the deep fibers of the spine. This is about getting untethered from the moorings. Now moving right up to the level of the third dantian at the brow center. So take the hands forward at that level, at eye level, and then rotate the palms to face the sky. Pull it back and through. Open the shoulders, open the heart. Hang the head and neck back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Beautiful. I do believe that was 3. And so bring the hands then to your dantian core area. Step the feet together. Ground the chi through the palms of your hands. Soften your feet as if you were standing in sand at the shoreline while the tide is washing in. And the way it picks up all of the grains of sand and redistributes them, or even suspends them elegantly there for a moment, in a moment of unknown, where everything belongs to everything as the sand is no longer attached to the earth. Good, and allow that imagining and that inner vision to create space and lightness and ease in your feet. Again, it's about getting untethered from the moorings, about creating space, about generating vibrancy in the prefrontal cortex, which is that super healthy part of your brain that gives you agency to fire up your mission and your vision and your dharma and your destiny and your alchemy and your velocity and meaning and purpose in your life. Let the practice generate vibrancy in that frontal lobe of the brain, of your brain, so that you are one of these people out there working smart as we move into this next era of open doors. All right, so take the arms out to the side, step the feet back out into a nice broad stance. And we're going to tuck the fingers of the left hand in towards the left hip and drop the left ear toward the left hip and push the right hand and fingertips down on a deep diagonal in the opposite direction. Good, and then come back through, lift all 10 fingers towards sky, and then right fingertips in towards right hip, right ear towards the right hip, and then push the left arm and fingers and palm on a diagonal downward angle. And then up, all 10 fingers up, even lift the gaze. Now can you even also lift your heels and go the other way? So left fingers in towards the left hip, left ear towards the left hip, right hand moving, opening up the neck. This is so good for all of the subtle, sophisticated connective tissues in the neck that are the bridges, the tributaries between mind and heart. And come back through and feel how your face is already experiencing so much more relaxation after a couple passages through this form. Working with all of the backwards and superhighways, the meridians of energy. So again, you're elevating, you're self-elevating your energetic IQ. So important. All right, so stay with this a couple more times, oscillating left and right. Otherwise, twist, and then squat. And come back up. And tilt. I said twist on the other side, but I should have said tilt. Sometimes the wrong word jumps out. Remembering how intrinsically powerful you are as you move deeper and deeper back into your body. Into your body. Take time to take a breath to make the transformations physical, and then sit down into it. Come back up. We'll do it once more in each direction. Tilt. And squat only if you want. And come back up. Tilt. Bringing all of your beauty and your authenticity and your honesty, even your fragility, into the possibility that is the poise of the posture, that is the flow, that is the form, that is the feeling state of being a human waking up more so. Centering yourself into the frequency of clarity. Open the arms out to the side one last time, and then bring the chi as if it's like a big armload of freshly picked flowers, bringing it in. And we're going to then just transition right into the next posture. Embrace opposite hand to elbow like I'm demonstrating here. I'm going to hinge. We're rinsing out the kidneys here. So I'm hinging and I'm letting my elbows come deep down towards my big toes as I lift up from the back of my heels up towards the buttock bones, and then coming back up. I'm curling and collapsing and rearranging through the ball of my belly. Now I'm going to tuck my cross-locked forearms into the front gate of the belly, and then I'm going to tip back. Then I'm going to come back up to standing and hinge. And maybe you come right back up to standing, or maybe you put in another squat and then hinge and come back up. Maybe lift the heels if it's available for you. Not always available for me in a stable way, but I always check it out. And then I'm going to tip back. I'm going to come up and hinge. We'll do one more cycle through hinging. Maybe you squat or come back up all the way to standing again. Hinge. Coming up, tuck the crossed, locked forearms in towards the gate of the front belly. Lift the heels. Drop the heart and head back. Squeeze the bones in the legs with the muscles in the legs. And come back up through to standing. Good. Take the arms out to the side. Ground the chi. Rotate the palms to face forward. Good, and working with diamond here, so I'm going to take an even wider stance as you just saw me take. And I'm going to create a diamond shape in the voidness between my hands. And I'm bringing chi out from my heart and feeling the warmth that is generating as I am expressive through all 10 of the fingers. So I'm going to hinge here. And then I'm going to tip, and I'm going to bend the knees as I transition to the side, still bending as I take the arms and the diamond of energy back, still bending as I transition to the other side, and as I pass through the front gate of the form, that's when my legs and my knees straighten but never lock. Now I'm going to begin bending. Doesn't matter which side you're going, because we'll go in both directions. To the other side, still cultivating a little bend in the knees, the malleability, flexibility, plasticity. We'll do 3 on each side, so this is our last time going in this particular direction, bending the knees, opening the heart and the head. Use your gaze. Stabilize the eyes at set points as you move through the multiplicity of angles so that you don't lose your balance or you lose it less, right? So let's go the other way. Begin bending the knees just a little bit. Energize, activate, elongate, and extend through the arms. Take the hands, heart, and head back. Feel how the hara is opened up. Take it to the other side. Begin straightening the legs. Move the diamond in front of the body. Begin bending the knees again. Lift up through the center of the arches of the feet. Take the arms back. And to the side, and back through to forward. Last time, love it up. Maximum fullness. Good, and then coming back up to standing. Beautiful. So we're going to extend our left leg out at a diagonal. We're going to root down through the heel of the left foot. We're going to make a fist with the left hand and place it into the center of the right palm. So you've got a jade palm mudra going on. And then I like to join the radiance points, the pads of my thumbs as I do this. So inhaling here. And then exhale, forward fold. At the completion of your exhale, this is a beautiful rinse for so many of the meridians. Lift your nose up as if you were going to plug it into the middle of your left thigh. So I'm lifting my nose up. Now I'm going to stretch out my spine so my nose is now down closer to my left knee. I'm going to come up on another in-breath from my core intelligence, lifting up from the core. Lifting up from empty force, lifting up from no mind, and then I'm going to twist and set my gaze beyond the left elbow. Twisting, good. Come back through. Inhale, exhale. Now bring your left nose, bring your nose up towards the middle of your left thigh. And then stretch your spine. And come on up. And twist over the left shoulder. Take the stretch all the way through the eyes. Look beyond the point of the left elbow. Inhale, come through. Feel the bibones at this point shifting down towards the ground. Feel the muscles squeezing, activating, and getting all the synapses firing. Squeezing the bones in the lower body. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pull the nose towards the center point of the left thigh. Exhale again, nose moving down towards the base of the left knee. Inhale, coming up. Twist. Beautiful. Bring the left foot flat. Release the hands. Now, root down through the heel of the right foot. Lift the toes of the right foot. Make a fist with the right hand. Jade palm with the left hand. Insert the fingered portion of the right fist into the eye of the left palm. Join the tips of the middle fingers. Inhale. Lift the spine and drop the buttock bones down towards the floor. Inhale, and then exhale, forward folding. Inhale again here. Exhale, lift your nose up towards that central region of the right thigh. Exhale. Inhale, stretch it out. And exhale, come on back up. Inhale, tuck the buttock bones, lift the spine. Tuck the chin in towards the pit of the throat. Exhale, twist. And take the stretch through the eyes, looking beyond the point of your right elbow. Inhale, come through. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, on the forward fold. Exhale, curl the forward fold. Bring the nose to the center point of the right thigh. Inhale, stretch the forward fold. And coming back up. Inhale. Tuck the buttock bones, tuck the chin, exhale, twist. Inhale, come back through. Adjust your buttock bones, adjust your chin, elongate, extend, expand through the spinal intelligence. Exhale, fold. Inhale on the forward fold. Exhale, curl your forward fold. Bring the nose towards the center point of the right thigh. Collapsing and massaging internally in the ball of the belly. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale again. Inhale, tuck the buttock bones, tuck the chin, stretch the spine. And then exhale, twist. Good, come back through to center and totally normalize. Good, so we're gonna take the hands out in front of our body, leave the fingers, rotate the palms to face the sky, take the arms up, and take a moment to just really find the feeling in your feet and the way in which you're standing. And then we're gonna tip to the right and look up to the left. So we're rinsing out the liver and the spleen. Inhale, coming up. Neutralize the energy and the posturing in the neck. Beautiful. And then tip to the left and look up to the right upper arm. Inhale, coming up. Same thing, tipping to the right, looking to the left. Inhale, coming up. Coming up from the push down through the feet and through the intelligence in the core. Tipping to the left, looking to the right. Straightening the arms without straining the neck in any way. Good, coming up. Once more in each direction, tipping, because this one is really good medicine. Exhale. And inhale. Oh, do you just feel so alive, so connected, and so full of remembrance regarding the intrinsic power that you are full of? Having just spent 30 minutes or so generating vibrancy that is then conveyed into the organ of your brain. Not just the landscape of the mind, but the organ of your brain. So your brain is as healthy as possible. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you feel amazing. I feel pretty amazing myself, and I hope you do too. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take super good care. I care about you guys so much. Thanks so much for being here. Sat Nam and Namaste.